Hi, this is Joseph, and today I'm going to describe the discovery that we made of the 3,000-foot Titan in the Richat structure. So this this discovery uh, will show that this was Atlantis and that Titans, the very first generation of Atlantis, had lived in this area and throughout the world. And in the book of Enoch, which I will include in the description, describes how giants lived on the earth at that time, and they were 3,000 ells, or elbows, tall. So this is a fact, and we'll go to the Richat structure in Mauritania, and I'll come into the area now. Here we see what looks to be the profile of an individual. And looking at this profile, it's obviously a person who's about to be covered in water and shielding, perhaps closing his eyes. The individual simply fell and lied down on the ground and was covered. So first of all, we'll zoom out. We'll show you some markings that tell us that this is an individual. Here you can clearly see the size of the forearm and the size of the chest and the beard and the head. Now, in my book, this is not any pareidolia. This is an individual. This is a giant. You can clearly see the mouth, clearly see the nose and the eye and the head. So let's give a measurement. Well, 413 feet that way. So in the other direction, to get the 3,000 foot tall person, we'll zoom out. Remember, this is right on the edge of the Richat structure. This is an Atlantean, and the size cannot be argued with. There's an area here where the foot would be, or the ankle. You'll see here, foot area down there. So we're going to measure from here here. That's about the size of a person, and it's exactly 3,000 feet. So this being walked upon the earth, and most likely it has to be dated it would be dated to the time of the book of Enoch, because if Enoch was describing 3,000 foot or ells, it would be contemporary with the writing in the book of Enoch, who was the grandfather of Zeusudra, or Noah. So it's really amazing to see how you see that the arm would come down and the chest area. See if we can zoom in. I'm really speechless, and this is something that the Greek philosophers wrote about. Certainly Titans were noted in the Greek pantheon, as well as the Bible. And there's not much else to say, but the whole generation was wiped out in the Great Flood. And these beings, Atlantis, here's another anomaly just below it. This may be a smaller Titan. Here you can see the face, you can see the nose, 2 eyes, mouth. Perhaps a younger generation, head sticking out of the mud. So they're laying to rest there, and we can see the relationship to the Richat structure. This will go in to the Richat structure. We're coming out 13,000 feet. But this area is the east part of the Richat, so you can see how it was protected from floodwaters. Would be something like that. There's your location of the Titan. Now there's some other anomalies that are titans. They're not as clear, however, we do find them within the Richat structure. They're about the same size as our 3,000-foot Atlantean. So let's go right to the Richat structure. Now here is a beautiful person. We see here the face and a very, very old image, flowing beard. There's two eye cavities. Here's the nose. And you see it's a fossilized being. But let's see. Yeah, about a 300-foot. Usually when the heads are 300 feet, the whole body would be 3,000 foot. I guess your head is about an eighth to a tenth of the whole body. So I'm seeing a person. We found something called the Richat Sun Pyramid, which in this area, I consider that a raised pyramid. Be here, here, with a circular top. And this area here is interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. This is the Titan profile here. We're seeing come down this ridge. Notice the eye, nose, mouth, beard. And that's tied to the Sun Pyramid. You see how here is the Sun Pyramid. Here is the profile. Here's a very deep image. You can see this is an eye. Let's try to zoom in on the eye. See what the eyes can see. Call that it's an eye and a nose. It's well fossilized. Now, in addition to this structure, which we found, this is another Titan. We also found, looks to me like an animal head here, large horse. Here would be the eye, and then the head. There's something in this area. Here you can see it's about 300 feet long. They did have giant horses. Oh, I'm sorry, 200 feet. Now here, toward the outer rim, you can see this is a symbol, an Ankh, perhaps. Here, circular head. Now here, looks to me like a horse structure. Here you can see the head, and this would be the body to this area, and down this way. That's definitely horse image. And 3,700 foot. Clearly see the head, the eye cavity. Interesting. Some old foundations. This area. Interesting here. They had done some canal work. Pyramid of the Sun. Here we have another Titan. If you look at this closely, you can see here Titan who was obviously washed over. You see the mouth, the nose, lip here. The rest is obliterated. I believe that this is a Titan as well. Now, if we zoom into the northern part of the Richat structure, we will also find this anomaly. Here is a facial image. You will see two eyes and a mustache. You can make out a mustache and a mouth and hair. It's very faint, but I would call it an interesting anomaly. These are all about the same size. This here would be within the northern part of the Richat structure. See how that would be within the rings on the island. Almost to the center of the Richat structure. We did find a column in the southern portion of the eye of the Sahara, which looks like that. And this is interesting because the base here is the same as the base here. In other words, it's obvious that this column would fit into this circular base, and this shape here would go into this shape here. This is a huge column that's 20 feet (694 feet) across, 20 feet elevation, and 2,229 feet in length. The location of this is in the southern portion, and it's in a great flow, which shows force of the water knocked it from its base, apparently. So we see how the eye of the Sahara in relation to the column would be in the southern quadrant. And the force of the ocean went toward the southwest, all this way. Here would be the Atlantic Ocean. I thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and let's work together on this Atlantis discovery. Thank you.